Welcome to my channel. I'm Steve, and this summer I bought 21 acres of property in the Ouachita Mountains of Arkansas. My intention here is to live completely off-grid, as primitively as possible with as few inputs from off the property as I can get away with. So on either side of me, the neighbors have even larger pieces of property than I do. And we're connected to national forest back in here. And even across the street is just a big old hayfield, and on either side of that is cattle farms, and I can actually hear some cows mooing in the distance. So they're the right kind of neighbors to have out here. And I want to talk about all kinds of different things relating to camping, off-grid living, permaculture, um, survival and preparedness, and just my love of nature in general. All the plants and animals out here, and just all the wonderful things you experience when you live in a place like this. So I think there was kind of a niche on YouTube for somebody actually living the lifestyle like this. Because I have issues with a lot of other channels, like in the survival and preparedness community. They're just so out of touch with reality so many times. I'll watch a video and 30 seconds into it, I just got to turn it off because it just sounds so ridiculous to me. And then a lot of other ones just seem like they're just pushing gear, so you'll go and click on their affiliate links or whatever that is. Even permaculture channels too. They seem a little too new agey, kumbaya-ish, where I want to show how to actually grow your own food without using chemical fertilizers or pesticides or none of that crap, and actually do it in a practical manner that people can see you can actually do this. It's not just pie in the sky type of stuff. Um, Even homesteading channels. There's a few of them that I used to like a lot, put out great information. And then recently they've come to just talk about current events. And then they put their own personal political and religious slants on it. And I get it. I mean, that gets a lot of views. So that's what they've moved towards. It makes them more money. But I think people would like to see someone actually living like this and surviving like this, and how it's actually done and what kind of things you need to go through to make that happen. So I'm out here with my dog Brutus. He's sleeping in the tent right now, but he's sick. He's got something wrong with him that's going to lead to his demise. So about 6 months ago, he was diagnosed, and they said he had about a year to live. So I don't know how much time he's got, but I'm glad he got out here. For years I've been promising him that he was going to become a mountain dog, and now he's got the chance to, even if it is just in the final months of his life. So I'm very happy to have him out here. I was born on the south side of Chicago, and growing up, my father and grandfather would always take me and my brother out camping and hiking and fishing, whatever outdoor stuff we can do to just get away from the city. So I just grew up doing that all the time. And then even as an adult, me and my buddies would continue doing that. I would say I've probably slept in a tent like 1,000 nights in my life. I mean, that's just outdoor stuff is just what I've always loved to do. So I wouldn't say I'm some kind of survival expert or anything. I don't think there's any such thing, but I've got a lot of experience to draw from. And as I'm doing things out here, I'll talk about it, both the good and the bad, and the terrible things that happen. Try to be as honest about it as possible, what it really takes. Prior to this, I worked a 17-year career as a security officer at a nuclear power plant. So there, of course, I got a bunch of tactical and firearms training and all the stuff that goes along with with a job in that field, law enforcement field. So I have that kind of stuff to talk about too, I can go into. So we'll see how it goes. I'm curious and excited to see how this channel turns out, what kind of videos I make. I'm not exactly sure how it'll go, and who knows, maybe I'm even making a big mistake moving out here like this. Maybe this channel might just end up being a chronicle of my suffering. But either way, I'm going to try to have some fun with it, and I hope you guys enjoy the content I put out. All right, so I'll see you in the next video.